Hey everyone, Saru here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to look into some of these Chinese emulation consoles, particularly the one that I got today, which is the Arc S by Anbernic, RG Arc S, which is supposed to be like a Saturn controller shape type portable device. Very quickly here, this is the hard case that it came with. Anbernic seems to give you the option to get these hard cases. The RGXX, which is this one right here, also gave you the option to pick up a hard case as well that fits it perfectly. Like this one has like grooves. Oops, I think I just closed. This one has grooves to put it in that fit it like perfectly. So I'm expecting this one to be the same. We'll go ahead and take a look. But before I crack this one open, I just want to say that I have been using these two guys for some time now. With the Miyu Mini Plus first, I do really enjoy the Miyu Mini Plus. I believe this one has a better build quality than the Anbernic RGXX, but this one has things like TV out and some other things. These two are pretty much in the same class as far as these Chinese portables go. I may do a comparison video of the two. That's actually one of the things I wanted to do with these devices. I just never got around to it because I've been busy. But since I got this one today, and this one seems like a pretty special device, I want to go ahead and talk about it. But I have been getting into these Chinese handhelds. Here's another one that I wanted to mention that has a gimmick. This one is the Pow Kitty. I forget what model this one is, but I'll put it up on the screen here. But this one has the gimmick of having a 1:1 aspect ratio, so it's a perfect square, making this perfect for Game Boy games for that aspect ratio, and games that are in Tate mode will show up really nicely on these. I will talk about this at some point. I just haven't had the time. I'm actually making this video right before I head out to Japan. So I'm thinking I'm going to take this one with me as the device that I play games on. But yeah, it's ironic because I never got a, what do you call it? Analog pocket. Because in my mind, I was like, oh, they're too expensive, blah, blah, blah. But after all these portables, I could have easily bought one analog pocket. But I don't know. Something about these devices is just fun. They're just fun. And they're usually really nice handheld sizes. It isn't like the Steam Deck is like a big, heavy beast of a portable. It's huge. Any of these like big Windows things, these are premium handhelds, right? Things like the IN Neo and what have you. By the way, I am going to be selling a bunch of these things like the Steam Deck and this IN Neo. I just don't have any use for these things. And then I've got like this one here I'm selling for a friend. So if you're interested in getting any of these portables, reach out to me. I'm going to be selling these at good prices. I've already sold a couple things. But anyhow, here's the box to the Arc S here. It's got like this like shiny box cover for the outside. It's not too impressive of a box. This is the Linux model of it. There is an Android one that comes in a nicer box. And it's about $20 more. I don't really care for Android devices because at that point I may as well just use my telephone. But these are the Linux versions. All of these little portables, like this one, these all use some form of Linux operating system. And I like that. I like that they're not basically, you know, Android phones in your pocket. And they're also cheaper. This one is about 70 bucks. The case was about 10 bucks. Shipping was about, I don't know, 14, 15 bucks. So just a little bit under 100 bucks for it. This time around, I did not opt for the SD card. With these other ones, like I got SD cards with these. They are a mess. The builds that they include in these, I believe it's not worth it. I believe you should just take your $15 and buy a 256 card on Amazon and then just build your ROM list yourself. Wow. All right, this looks really good. Really nice console. I really like the build quality of this. We got, look at the screen. Screen looks good. We've got ports here. Looks like your DC power. OTG, if you want to connect your USB controller, a wired controller, you could do so here. HDMI out, mini HDMI out. We've got a function button. Usually you press this plus whatever to do whatever. Volume rockers up and down. Power button. D-pad feels excellent, by the way. If you're a fan of the Saturn controller, this feels amazing. I like that it's got like front-facing buttons. It's just a little bit smaller than your average Saturn controller. It's got like, the D-pad is a little bit smaller, and then the button layout is a little bit smaller, probably to fit into this form factor, because otherwise it would be gigantic. But let me tell you, this ergonomically feels amazing. So I can't wait to play some games. Here's the back of the device. This is the see-through one that's supposed to be like the This Is Cool variant Saturn. That's what it's called. It's called This Is Cool, and this is what it's supposed to resemble. It's supposed to resemble this in particular. Almost down to a T. We got like the classic color Saturn buttons. We don't have the pink ones like this one does. There's no pink buttons, which I'm okay with because they might be kind of too flashy here on the top. But these buttons resemble the This Is Cool version of the Saturn controller. Exactly. Other than the buttons, like I said, are smaller here, but you've got the matte plastic feel like this one does, and then you've got the reflective plastic here. Just like it is here, you have that glossy plastic just under the buttons. But the D-pad feels almost exactly the same as the Saturn one. The only thing with this one is that it's deeper. You can feel that your thumb sinks into the Saturn controller deeper than that one does. But I guess it all comes down to how it's going to feel when we actually power it on. So we'll go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and load up an SD card because, like I said, the SD cards that came with these other ones are just hot garbage. So I'm gonna go ahead and load an SD card, and we'll go ahead and be right back. All right, so let me go ahead. Let me put the SD card in there. There was a bunch of fiddling around. I thought I could be clever and smart and just copy the same directories from the Anbernic device that I already have, the RGXX, but it didn't quite work out that way. And the reason for that being is because the RGXX has Garlic OS on it, so the format of the folders is different than the format of the folders that would be on this Anbernic device. So I had to pretty much go in there and just flip around the folders and what have you. Very cool that the Anbernic logo here looks very much like the Sega font right here. Man, so far, I really like how this feels in the hand. I changed this. This is like the basic operating system layout looked too basic. This one I believe is like MU option 2. You can go in here, by the way, and change a bunch of the options. You can change sound options, controller options, game settings. Like I had to go in here, you have to go update game list, and it's doing something right now. Oh no, I don't know what I did. maybe that's how that works. Oh, there it goes, it's doing stuff. All right, it did some stuff. We've got, oh, here we go, we got retro Arch. It's got a bunch of stuff. Now, the main thing that I want to use this for, I didn't load it up with other things. There are a bunch of videos already on this console that you can go and see what it plays, what it doesn't. I already preemptively did not load things that I know weren't going to play well. Like, I did not load Sega Saturn. Even though Sega Saturn would have been freaking sweet on this device, the chipset on it is too weak to run most Saturn stuff at full speed, so I didn't bother putting any PSP on here. I only stuck with things that I knew were going to work. Capcom CPS2 and CPS3, these are the ones that are going to be showcasing this mini console here the most, because of the fact of we have the 6-button layout here. So these games, like Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter Alpha, blah blah blah, anything Capcom, right? We're gonna have 6-button controllers. So we're gonna go ahead and let's pick something. Let's see, Darkstalkers, 6 buttons. Oh, here we go. Marvel superhero, Marvel vs. Capcom. All right, but let's try out some Marvel vs. Capcom and see how that works. We'll go ahead and test and see what the sound is like. Everything else, oh, all right. So this is one that I loaded earlier. It'll automatically start you in it. So this is what I was playing. As soon as I put the things in, the ROMs, I went to go and test to see what worked. This is the first time I'm hearing the speakers. The speakers sound pretty good. Do I have maximum? What's that maximum volume? So this is as loud as it's going to get. Wow, I am getting completely owned. Totally owned. But yeah, so far so good. All right, you know what? Let's pick Ryu so we can test some fireballs. It sounds good. The screen is beautiful. Beautiful, bright screen. Feels amazing. These front-facing buttons. Alright, let's see. We can Tatsumaki, uppercut. Oh yeah, this feels excellent. This is perfect for these Capcom 2D fighting games. How do you do the super smash? Is it double? Oh shit. Oh, you know what? Okay, I found 3 buttons. I couldn't remember. Ow. Yeah. Feels good. Sorry, I'm actually playing awkwardly because I'm trying to point it at the screen. My camera's viewfinder is absolutely tiny. I have a DJI Pocket, and it is minuscule. So seeing what's going on is kind of hard. But yeah, this amazing. Amazing device. I think this is going to be my everyday device. So yeah, if anybody wants to buy some of these other devices, let me know. Oh, did I die? I died, didn't I? And I almost died with Chun-Li too. I'm just not paying attention. Okay, this is great. All right, so let's all right, function. Is it function select? No, it's not. Function and start. There we go. All right, so function and start resets our game. Should take us back to the menu. Street Fighter Alpha. Street Fighter Alpha. Yeah, so basically you're going to want this for your 6-button games. But obviously it's going to work for all of your fighting game needs. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Let's play some Third Strike. Because we have 6 buttons, and that's amazing. Alright. One. We're gonna be Ryu again. Shinku Hadouken, Shin Shoryuken, Denjin Hadouken. Are all his moves just like fireball, fireball, and punch? Yeah, so far so good. Sound is loud enough, really. I don't think you would need to have it any louder than this for any reason whatsoever. So yeah, I love this D-pad. Right. Yeah, this is great. Alright, let's see if we can Sure you can, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, this is great. Ooh. Awesome. Alright, let me go ahead and really quick test the TV out and see how that works. Alright, well, I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how to output to TV. It said I had to restart it, and I did, and nothing was popping up on my monitors. I don't know if it's my HDMI switch. I did try a couple micro USB cables and a micro USB adapter, or micro HDMI adapter. It didn't really work. So, I'll update later. I'll try to do it downstairs directly to a TV. In my streaming setup, I've got so many switches and things, so who knows what it could be. But, I do really like this device, aside from not figuring out the TV output, which I'm sure it could just be my equipment. But I really like the device. The device is cool. Here it is in its hard case. It fits perfectly in the hard case. It's got like grooves specifically made for this. So this bag is made for this specific device. You can take it with you. Boom, ready for travel. I'm probably going to take this with me to Japan and play some stuff. It feels really comfortable, and I'm really glad I got the case, so it'll travel nice and safely. But anyhow, let me know down in the comments if you want to see more videos like this with these portable consoles. I'm thinking about doing one with this guy here. I do really like this one. This one's a really cool device. This is going to be like my main Game Boy device now that we're working on Game Boy FX unit Yuki. We can go ahead and play some Game Boy FX unit Yuki on this as I develop the game with Mr. Zaichi, who's the programmer of it. And yeah, let me know if you want to see me do like a comparison of these two, going head to head, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, etc. But anyhow, if you like videos like these or videos of video games in general, retro gaming, go ahead and check out the rest of the channel. You might see something you like if you're new, and if you are new, go ahead and hit that like button if you liked the video. Subscribe, that would really help me out. But I really appreciate everyone who watched this video. I appreciate everyone who supports me on Patreon. Thank you very much for the support. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.